Good evening, YouTube. Bill number 3 down here in the Carolinas. And again, if y'all need to get in touch with me, text me. Be the easiest way. I don't hear very well. Just text me on that number right there. That's 336-214-2665. Alright. What we got up on the bench today is a little Foxy built box by Miss Foxy. And this thing come in here with a bunch of trouble. Had a blown out transistor, for one thing. Transistor was going out in it. The variable it had in it is just not for this application. The output transformer is 6143. Done an inductance test on it. The 1000 cap is junk. It's shorted out. Somehow or another it didn't short it out. I don't know if it's been wiggled back and forth. The input tuning cap on the 2-pin section is real low. I think it's around 20 on it. And I took all the resistors and all these little caps, and this was the output cap, believe it or not. That was the one going to the relay, and that all that stuff right there was in it, and that's been pulled out. And he had another transistor to put back in it. They are Toshibas. We put a new variable in it, used the same knob that he had, changed the output transformer and the input transformer. It's laying here somewhere. I know I changed it because it was a 43 too. The 120s checked okay on each side. I put a new 1000 on it. Put a new 330 right there. It only had two 1000s. I added another 1000 right there. I left a tuner on it because he might need to tune that thing. I don't know, but it just works better with that tuner in it. The way this is made, this is a hand cut board, and what I mean by hand cut is the traces to each one of these transformers is cut on the board. I think you can see that. Well, this thing's got a real bad grounding issue. Some of the transistors here up underneath the transformer, I got a piece of solid copper running from back here to tie that into that, and then the ground wire, put new cables on it. Nice 8-gauge cable, and I had to ground after that. It was missing a lot of ground. This thing, you know, it's doing the best it can do for what it is. And a little case in, no fan, nothing in this little 3-pill. Personally, I wouldn't do it. It's got a fan that goes right here with hand cut holes in it, and it just I'm gonna pop a hole in it for him. It really needs to be one on the bottom instead of on the top here. It's really doing no good. It's got hand drilled holes in it back here, and one of the holes was cut and they drilled right through the the copper on the phenolic board, and I had to reattach them together, so it tried to get ground all over the board. But we just tried to do everything we could do to help it out, and I think we got it decent. Had to put a new cap here. Didn't even have a cap here. Had to put a new cap there. I don't know if somebody else done been in this thing. You know, I don't know. That's all I know, is it was like it was when I got it. And I had to tear all that out of it. I think the input transformer's laying here somewhere. In this pile of junk here. Yeah. Right there. So that was took out of it too. So this whole 2-pin section's pretty much been gone through. It was one transistor saved, and I think it was this 4E and that's a 4H. I think this is the one I put in it. But I put new 10 ohms on it and rewrapped the input and output transformer with new wire. I didn't save the wire. But we done what we can do with it, and we'll show you what it's doing. We'll turn it on. Same Rainmaker tune radio. This is the reflect coming back, 5-watt slug coming back towards the radio. Audio. It's under half a watt. It's go to RMS. This thing should do about 300 bird, but it's kind of shy because of the grounding issues inside the cabinet, inside the box. When you cut them traces out, it takes out a lot of the grounding in it. But that's what they used to do it in the older days. I don't know when this amp was built, but I'd say it was built back in the 90s. And I don't know how long it's been messed up. But here we go. 1000-watt slug in forward. Going to the antenna. Audio. So about 250. And show reflect again. 5-watt slug. Going back towards the radio. Audio. Hello, hello, hello. So she's doing about 250. Turn the peak kit on. 1000-watt slug. Reading that bottom scale. So the 2 is 200. In between that's 300. And it's 400. Where 40 is at. Audio. So about 420. It'll do about 500. But like I said, it's got a lot of grounding issues. Kind of messed up on it. When you cut those traces out, it's makes kind of stall for ground. The peel holes are real big too, if you'll notice that. It's just the way it is. But she's back and going. Everything's running good, nice and cool, like it ought to be. And she's got a little bit more life left in her. Y'all have a good day. Be number 3. Down here in East Carolinas, down around North Carolina, around Greensboro. Y'all have a good one. Later.